Okay. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Hi and welcome to the day 3 of the second qualifiers of the Indian League Gaming powered by SpectorNet, and joining me today in the casting room is none other than our ADC extraordinaire Nicholas K, the challenger from OG. And in today's game
guys?
we have TTFU on the blue side and Exodus on the red side. Okay, can you carry on from now?
Yeah. Let's go straight into the players first. In the blue team we have Cosmos the Crazy, Mahesh, Corrupt, Agent of Chaos, and Captain Awesome X. On the Exodus side we have the Rugged Human, who's their new jungler. With Danny on support, Sabbath on AD carry, Nightmare top lane, and a fly in your bum is I think it's Soup on mid lane. Going into the ban phase, blue teams banned Lissandra, Maokai, and Leona, and the red teams banned Janna, Syndra, and Caitlyn. So, what do you think about the bans?
I don't know about the Leona ban though, but Lissandra and Maokai are the biggest threats right now in the meta, so I would consider them as a really good ban. And going to Janna is just too strong of a support. And Syndra obviously is one of the best mid champions for assassinations, pushing power, everything. It's like basically a all-in-one champ. I don't know about Caitlyn though.
Yeah, no, it's true what you said. Leona and Caitlyn seem more like a target ban, but Caitlyn's weak in general. I don't know why they would waste a man on Caitlyn. Maybe the other person plays a lot of Caitlyn. And Leona, yeah, I mean, they could have banned someone else instead. But on the other hand, Lissandra, Maokai, Janna, and Syndra seem to be like amongst the most banned champions in this whole season. So those would be good. And we see on the blue side, he insta-picks an Ahri. And the red team, okay, is switching between Xerath and J4. I mean, if he picks a Xerath, that would be kind of suicidal. And
we seem to have gone back. There seems to be some problems.
On the blue side,
user in your channel
Agent
timed
of
out.
Chaos must have DC'd. Oh, they say it's a PC restart. So I think that should take us back for like 2-3 minutes.
So that was a really they call a brave picking in Ahri first.
Yeah, that could like either make or break his mid lane, considering I mean she's not someone who you just show
User
straight off
entered
the
your
back.
channel.
And I didn't expect them to, show the Ahri that early. Probably a third, fourth pick would have been safer, but a first pick Ahri is. And since they've lost it, so they have to pick it. They can't change that.
Yeah. But on the contrary, who do you think can counter Ahri in this meta right now?
I think anyone with a burst, like a decent burst, probably a Fizz, or say a Zed. Zed was open, Fizz was open, Azir was open. Anyone who can just stop her in her tracks or just like insta burst her should probably be a good choice.
I was thinking more of a LeBlanc, but I think Fizz is a better option though.
Fizz is safer. LeBlanc is so skill oriented, so she might. One combo she like Ahri just sidesteps with the ulti, and then LeBlanc's gonna pay for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, seems like they're gonna restart the game. So go straight back into the same picks and bans. So guys, we're back into the
pretty standard bans.
Yeah, the same picks and bans, and I think the same first pick since he locked the Ahri down. The red team, on the other hand, can play around because they didn't lock a champ, so they have the option.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna go for the
He
J4 and
chooses to
Thresh.
go for the J4 and Thresh.
Let's see if these guys can counter it. Thresh is a really strong pick. I mean, right now they got two initiators, two heavy initiators. So red team's got it going for them, and blue team just has an Ari.
Thresh is always gonna be a threat. Corrupt insta-locks the Lee Sin.
What do you think about the Lee Sin, man? Lee Sin versus J4.
Definitely dependent on the team for mid game, but early game depends on the Lee Sin. The thing is, J4 loses most of his health trying to clear the three minion camps in the jungle. So, but whereas Lee Sin, he doesn't lose much health, and in this meta right now, Lee Sin has the advantage because after the 3 camps, most of the junglers are supposed to head back because they lose too much of the HP. Whereas Lee Sin has that level 3 gank potential. He can go into the jungle, mess up the J4's buffing and everything. For example, if J4
probably it depends on his early. Let's say if he plans to invade, then probably Lee Sin can invade the red buff or something like that. But Morgana pick is pretty smart. I mean, she has the spell shield. They're going for a more defensive option. So I'm thinking they might even pick up a Lucian, the blue team, because Lucian Morgana is pretty strong.
Oh, you
Sabbath
spoke too soon, my friend.
Sabbath instead of the Lucian. So Lucian Thresh bot lane or jungle.
and Irelia top.
Yeah, jungle J4 and Irelia top, and in the blue team we have an Ari mid, a bot lane, Morgana jungle, Lee Sin, and surprised to see a Quinn in this tournament. Not the smartest of picks, but it's a Quinn.
But you can never know if it's a top Quinn or
it's a top Quinn. That
it's
is
a top
surprising.
Quinn against
Oh
an
my God,
Irelia.
okay. I don't know how that's gonna go. I've never seen a Quinn versus Irelia. Tristana, on the other hand, if she goes through the early game just fine and picks up mid game, she'd probably take down the Lucian. But I've never seen a Quinn versus Irelia. Who are you gonna bet on?
Laning phase, I think Quinn has the upper hand. But I don't know, Irelia, he can work around anything because to be honest, Irelia is really strong. In a situation like this, when I'm facing certain top laners like Quinn,
User
right?
in your channel timed out.
I have the potential to duel. I just max out my E for like 3 levels, so that whenever the Quinn just tries to harass you, just make a Q combo onto the creep and then onto the Quinn, just stun her and just hit away with your W, and he'll stun as much as damage as possible. Oh,
Yeah, but then
my
Quinn can bully the shit out of Irelia.
I think I have some troubles with my mic. One second.
So yeah, guys, correction. It's gonna be a Corki instead of a Tristana bot lane. That should be interesting because pre-6 Lucian bullies Corki as much as he can, but post-6 and item pass spikes is gonna matter a lot.
And the level 6 power spike as well. Pretty interesting.
So we see, I think he might switch last second. I'm not gonna say it's an Azir. Let's just wait for it.
It is an Azir, I guess.
The
He
exhaust.
chooses to go the exhaust.
Yep. So this team, I don't know. It's a very initiate heavy team on both the sides, but I feel blue has a more pick off potential. They just have a Thresh. These guys have a Morgana, an Ari, and a Lee Sin. So I feel like they
A
have
charm,
more
a
of a-
snare.
yeah, more of a pick one person of comp. But on the red side, they have like a very team oriented, and that Irelia might, if the Irelia snowballs, and she's gonna wreck the whole team, and Quinn is not gonna be able to answer to that. But let's just see how it goes.
I'm pretty much really interested in seeing the top lane matchup right now. It's a teleport versus ignite top, so
Yeah, that would probably give her the early advantage, but Like we've seen Aurelius go out of control, and Quinn honestly cannot scale that hard.
Do you think Quinn is more like item heavy champion or something?
She is very item dependent because she has to rush the Rune King. Pre Rune King, she's not gonna be able to do much. And let's just say if the J4 just camp stop for the first 6 minutes, Quinn is gonna have the worst game. If Quinn drops like say 2 deaths, she's gonna have the
That's pretty
worst game
much.
because it's gonna be difficult for her to come back. And even if Irelia doesn't get the kill, she's gonna have a level advantage. So it's a gamble. I mean, Quinn is not, and she can't go into any of those. See, if she, the one good thing about Quinn is she has that ulti, which is just, it's an insane ult. She can probably
It's
destroy,
yeah.
yeah, she can destroy Lucian like mid to late game. But if she goes in and if Thresh like flays her and she gets CC'd, she's gonna go down. So it depends on the early game again.
It seems to me that Thresh chooses to go ignite instead of exhaust.
I'd say it's a smart move because they've already traded exhaust. Like mid lane has an exhaust, so I think it's smart for the Thresh to pick an ignite. And
But
bot
then
lane early
early,
game, yeah, isn't gonna
it's
be
gonna
like
be
super damage heavy. So exhaust wouldn't help them that much. Because Corki is more of a magic damage and he's not gonna do like normal hits.
yeah, and true damage from the ignite just goes to the Morgana shield anyway.
But if Morgana manages to snare the Lucian and Corki puts down a phosphorus bomb, that's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt real bad.
And post 6, the poke, they have so much magic poke at bot lane. I guess it's up to the junglers to probably, snowball their respective top lane and mid laners because bot's gonna be more of a farm lane rather than, a lot
Pretty
of
much.
action going on.
I don't know if Lee Sin is gonna choose to invade the J4.
He probably should, don't you think? Like, he should probably go to his
He
lane
should.
early.
I think.
Start a blue and rush red or just rush red because
Or he
early
could just,
on. What?
pick the Gromp up, clear it up, get level 2. And the thing is, he has to start with E and get a Q on level 2 and just head towards the red.
But it depends on Jarvan as well, right? What if Jarvan gets the blue and heads straight to the red? What if he's still following like the last last season like then the
No, I
Lee
think
might be like in trouble.
I think it'll be like J4 is gonna start probably the Gromp because he's on the purple side. He'll have 2 people racing for him, and then he's gonna take the blue. But the question remains is he can actually gain level 3 without even leaving the blue side of the jungle. He can just take the wolves.
Yep, true that.
But
Oh yeah, one more thing
then
is
again,
we start casting after 15 seconds, okay? Like just tap back to the stream or I'll tell you when the stream shows the game.
okay.
Because I think that's what caused all the sync difference. Let's talk about the border advantage right there. They're all
There's a
gold
lot
and
of bling.
silver. Yeah, these guys have a diamond, plat, and gold. So border wise, red team wins. And let's see skin advantage.
Think I'll give it to the blue. I mean, sorry, red team.
They have expensive skins.
Yes.
The other team has the mediocre ones. Okay, fair enough.
I'm in game right now at 12 seconds, 13 seconds. I'm counting. It's
Yeah,
at 17 for
we
me
can
right
start now.
now. Okay.
Right.
Ari and Queen heading towards the mid lane, whereas 3 people on the blue team heading towards bot. I don't think I can see an invade coming in, because just the Thresh chooses to go the long way around.
We see a Doran start from Quinn, whereas
Yeah,
Irelia goes with a safe start and picks up the
the
crystalline
sustain.
flask. Did you see the
Oh,
damage on the Quinn right there? That was a lot of
yes.
damage. See, that's what I was talking about. If the Quinn is able to bully Irelia on the early levels and not be pressured by J4, she's gonna have easy sailing and she's gonna scale way harder. And she can roam like really, really hard. So
What
it
do you think
depends
is
on the jungler.
the ideal build for Quinn might be?
So the ideal build would probably be a Rune King, rush a Rune King, probably pick up boots after, rush a static or a Yomu's, that depends on the player, and then get an IE and I think a Randu in here, because he's gonna go top lane and being a little tanky helps.
I guess so. Well, I was thinking. I just realized that Quinn's first spell is a by like a blind.
Yeah, Quinn's, but then it lasts 3 seconds and Irelia is gonna ignore you. So if, say, Quinn blinds her and she's Irelia ease her back, so that's gonna like negate the blind. But it is really helpful when a gank happens.
I don't know. I think it's gonna work well against an Irelia who has the Hithin style on her W, who deals true damage. So if by chance like Irelia decides to go on the aggressive mode, just has to land a Q and just negate the true damage getting onto him.
We saw Lee Sin starting off with the red buff and I
Red,
think that
yeah.
hurt him a lot. Whereas J4 went for the Cromp in the blue.
And he chooses to go Q and W.
A small trade at bottom. And Morgana just pops the pot.
Danny with the early aggression, there's a
Danny
nice
with
Q
the
landing.
play a bind and a phosphorus farm. These guys are going ham at bot lane. I think level 2, okay, they hit level 2. This is probably gonna go for a hook. Goes for a hook,
Oh,
doesn't land. Has to go back.
doesn't land. And Irelia is actually getting a little bit of bully onto him.
Quinn it's the range advantage. You can't say anything. Like, any
Right
good
now, yeah.
Irelia will get bullied nonetheless because it's a range champion. But we see J4
I
just
can
roaming
see
up
J4
top.
sneaking up.
But it's warded. Tribrush is warded. Smart move right there.
I don't think Quinn, actually Quinn spotted him out. But can J4 do it?
Hook at bot lane. Danny lands the hook in a beautiful play, but they just can't get the
There's
kill.
too much action going around towards the top and the bottom. Oh, Danny with the charged up
Danny
E.
gets a kill. I didn't even notice because my camera was on top lane, but Zorky goes down on first blood, and Danny picks up the kill with Ignite. Whereas Quinn blows a flash up, and J4 is rotating back for another gank. We spoke about this, that early pressure.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Listen is quite busy clearing his jungle still. I see him heading towards the...
Lucian with a huge CS advantage. 19 to 7. That's
Listen misses
pretty
his
good.
Q. Takes away the birds. I don't know the name.
Claypo lands the EQ, Azir with the spells.
Ja,
Ari
Listen
comes
right
in
now
and
is
will
in
he
trouble.
pick
Ari
up
comes in,
J4?
but the exhaust is too powerful.
Ari goes
Jason
down.
misses another
Clumsy
Q.
play right here by the blue
Clumsy
team.
play right there. And the exhaust playing a huge role.
Let's talk about Exhaust versus Ignite. Danny with the hook of play. Will they pick up Morgana's kill? Nope. Exhaust again coming into play. I feel like Sabbath is overstaying this because if Morgana by chance lands another bind, Corky can finish
He's gonna
off
be in
Lucian.
trouble.
Oh wait,
But,
Lucian has both the summoners up.
I see Lee Sin heading towards the bottom lane. I don't think he's gonna come for a gank though. I choose to go to his golems.
He should probably head bot. I mean, it's not warded, but Danny goes for the Tribrush. Good ward coverage on
He
bot
warded
lane.
the
They've covered both the
Tribrush,
entrances.
and I
Sabbath
think,
goes in
Morgana goes down.
Solo killing the Morgana. Beautiful
The
use
sync
of
between
the
these two
passive
players
here.
right now is...
Well, Listen
Listen.
try something with the cube. Danny's body blocking.
No, he chooses to be safe. Oh, that hook was a quite close one.
J4 is rotating back to bottom. Let's see if he's gonna pick up a kill. Tribrush is warded. Listen gets spotted. They know where Lee Sin is, so they might just bait out the Lee Sin.
J4
EQs
ran, but fails to knock him up.
They're getting bullied left, right, and center right now. 35 to 18 CS plus a kill on Lucian. That puts him in a comfortable lead at bot lane. And Irelia
Right now,
not doing bad. She's even in
she already
CS
got a
with the
kill
Queen.
on the Lee Sin. J4 spots Lee Sin out. Just slightly places a ward, and I don't know about this ward, but J4 smites away with the
Corki
Right on
jumps
the raid.
into Lucian even though Lucian
Chana,
had a
even
heal.
though
That was a bad play. That was really
this is a
bad.
really bad play. Will Danny get another hook? And he just slightly misses it.
He misses by a small margin. But that was a bad play right there by Corki. He Valkyried into the Lucian and I don't think he knew Lucian.
Oh, there's a
had
nice
to heal
jump
up.
at mid, and Azir flashes away to safety.
So much action in this game right now. Azir and Ari have a healthy exchange mid and I think Azir comes back on top.
Pretty much, because apparently his... Yeah, he just burned his flash, and he still has his ult on top.
And the bot lane lead is just going increasing by the minute because it's 54 to 22 right now. Corki absolutely getting bullied in this lane. Wakana goes for a snare, misses, and Sabert and Danny will probably recall and pick up huge items. Assuming
Right now, the CS difference between the ADCs is just too high. And Corki with the ward, apparently.
J4 and Azir dive into Lee Sin's red and pick up a kill on Lee Sin. He had no idea what hit him. EQ enters Azir's EQ. That was perfectly timed.
That's one of
And
the
I don't
good
think
things
that area
about...
was warded, so it was just. Oh, it was warded.
No, it was warded. Will Quinn be able to secure the kill? No. Irelia just survives
Missing
with
low
about
mana on
40
Quinn.
health.
He couldn't finish off. J4 hands over the blue buff to Azir and Azir's gonna
Fix the
start
ground.
poking. The Azir is gonna hurt like a lot.
He is one of the strongest champions right now in this game. As you can see, he's already taking the
I feel
Ari
like both
down.
of them played that bad. Like they missed all their spells. I mean, Ari landed a taunt,
Yeah.
but she missed everything else. Corki is trying to push out the lane. Lucian is just sitting on a lot of items there. 8-minute,
Oh.
9-minute Lucian with a BS sword and a pickaxe. I mean, this is over for Corki.
That's just spells doom right now. With
Ari's gonna
164
pick up
AD
a
on a
kill.
Lucian.
Beautiful spells.
Beautiful play.
She lands
And he
everything.
gets the blue onto him.
Organa
There's an engage
will go
again at
down.
Again,
Dash hook play into ulti. That was just perfectly executed by Danny.
right now, the bot lane is done for. I don't think even Lee Sin's presence in this game at bot lane would have done any good. Do anything. Lee Sin's
This
still
is gonna be a
struggling to get level
one-sided
6.
game. Yeah, this is gonna be a one-sided game unless Ari roams up.
Oh!
Sabit with
That was a little bit of overconfidence over there. But
that was a classic case of overconfidence. I mean, considering Lucian's passive is nerfed, I don't think he would have
Yeah.
gone for it, but then he did. Corki just picks up a shutdown and 400 gold in the bank.
it first starts up the
Probably have the
dragon. No, but they've been spotted, but I don't think they can react for this. Oh!
Nice try on the steal. She almost got it if she would have released the bind
Just,
save. 0.3
yeah.
1 second.
Because apparently the smite did just 47 damage onto the dragon.
So you think that was a really late smite?
Yes.
You see Aurelia roaming deep into the blue side jungle. Oh, she lands up warding the wolf. I mean, I don't know how smart that is. Maybe they just want to invade and shut down the Lucian. I mean, the Lee Sin.
I don't think Lee Sin needs to be shut down anymore because he's having a really bad time.
I think they want him to like suffer completely because that ward is super deep. I mean, she took all that time to come down from top to ward the wolves.
I see.
We see Quinn roaming
moving
mid.
into with his ult. Oh, he flashes in and he will get the kill. I don't think
Easy
he
kill.
needed to flash, but
Flash wasn't necessary.
yeah.
But that roam paying off. So 74 CS and a kill on Quinn. So this game would probably depend on Quinn and Ari, like heavily depend on them.
Heavily dependent on them.
Because the
Well, I
other
don't
lane's
see
just getting
Ari-
bashed.
I don't see Ari doing bad, and to be honest, J4 is doing way better than Lee Sin right now.
He's picked up 2 kills, he's got that ping. So he's gonna go into the blue side jungle again. Probably some more deep wards. And they've already you can see the, like, you know, the gameplay difference itself, the skill. These guys have picked up 3 red trinkets in like 12 minutes and
Yeah,
the blue team just has 1.
they have
That shows they
figured
want
out
to just
everything.
pressure the hell out of the jungle.
Pretty much. And what's most important part in these games right now is the sync between the mid laner and the jungle. Because when the gang happened to Lee Sin at the red buff, was just pretty so well coordinated that Azir just followed up the blind EQ by J4.
And it just shows they've been playing for a long time, so you need that trust factor as well. Irelia flashing out a Quinn, that was
Because you can see this ward
move
doesn't.
by Quinn.
This ward near the red buff doesn't help much, granting the vision near the red buff. Ari chooses to ult away. But can he make it? And he does make it. Oh, and Azir with an insane amount of damage. But the kill goes on towards Lee Sin and the J4.
Top
Oh!
lane, Irelia just
Top
gets
lane, Irelia
outplayed.
gets
You
shut
should
down.
have seen that. I moved my camera, I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, that was amazing play right there by Captain Awesome X. He forced the Irelia to flash 30 seconds back and he just he eat out of the Irelia stun, so she was just helpless, and then the blind followed by 3 hits. Irelia just goes down. Quinn just showed us
I
how
think he's gonna get.
she can dominate.
I think he's gonna get topped off for that. When going for a pretty weird build, I think he's going for a Brutalizer and Ruin King.
Morgana just rushes into Lucian. I don't think that was a good move. Blows the exhaust, blows the
They
ultimate,
actually
and
are
Danny
trading
just
with it.
free hitting.
Did I just see the
Yeah,
Lucian go
big.
down to a Corki in a trade?
That was not
That's just
expected.
the Corki spell damage playing a vital role. Oh, there's a miss splash.
Fail flash by Morgana. 2-for-1 exchange. Blue team being clumsy again, but Sabit was more clumsy, so he goes down again to Corki. But he's still way CS heavy because you can see 111 to 64. That's a huge
And
CS
Ari
lead.
is actually fighting the Azir. Oh, and the wall just comes into play. And Azir gets the kill onto Ari with a nice W and Q combo.
Quinn just dominating this. Goes in with the ulti, picks up another kill. J4 goes down, and that was a smart play by Quinn. Danny threw a lantern so J4 could come back, but Quinn just steps on it and just chunks away on the
Denies
J4.
him.
That was a good deny and picks up another kill. So Quinn
And
might be a
Lucian-
problem if she's not shut down anytime soon.
And Lucian has an IE on him right now.
It's a good
Corki
pass by
still-
item, but they're not really skirmishing. They've pushed down bot so early, so if the Corki can, manage to freeze the lane, he can still come back. And let's just say Corki is way more broken than Lucian. Like, his damage is off the chain.
Well, you just saw how he out-traded him at bottom lane with the recent gang.
Yeah, even though Lucian had the IE even in that trade, but Corki's magic damage is something you don't mess with.
And the true damage from the passive just negates all the armor you have.
You see what's happening now. Corki is catching up in CS and they might just destroy the bot tower. Danny and Lucian not smart. They just leave the bot lane free. Are they gonna catch the Lucian? Are they gonna catch the Morgana and Corki? Nope. They'll just go for the CS. Meanwhile,
I really
are roaming
believe-
down.
I really believe the team with the Morgana on their side has a really huge advantage in team fights.
Yeah, but they will pick up a second dragon. It seems like I don't think these guys can contest it because they're behind on levels. Let's just see if they might make a
Can we
ballsy play.
see?
Quinn roams down.
But
They
the-
can go in.
Pull
into
out the
this.
dragon out. J4 gets the dragon. A little bit of damage going out towards the red team. But will they follow up? Thresh goes in. And Thresh actually gets kicked out by Lee Sin. There's so much happening around the map. Quinn almost secures the kill, but goes down to Lucian. And red team just wipes out the whole of blue team. And there's an ace.
Step by step, let's go over that gank right there. Thresh with the beautiful initiate on the Ahri. Ahri mistimed her ultimate and went straight into the Thresh hook. Set up everything for the red team. Thresh came in, played, ulted, got like 4 people and
And
blue
gets
team was
kicked out
just
by
in
Lee
a
Sin.
bad spot. Because
Pretty
Azir threw his soldiers up and they just couldn't do anything. It was such a small area that they took all the damage from Azir, Thresh, as well as Lucian. So I think they should, blue team should not fight in small spaces. Should probably
Considering there's
go
an
into
Azir
their
around.
lanes and just continue farming. Because right now they need item spikes, they need levels, and they shouldn't be forcing team fights because these guys are clearly, there's an IE on Lucian, there's almost a Triforce on Irelia, and Azir's picked up a staple item, that's the Athene's Holy Grail. So all their teammates have all the good items, and on the blue side we just have Ari with the DFG and Quinn with like half
Almost.
broken items.
Yes. And the thing about the new Summoner's Rift having this shields on the towers, it helps you get back to the game because everyone can just return back to their respective lanes, just keep farming. And Lucian just deletes Lee Sin.
That was a nice
double
insect
kill.
play. I for one don't know how to insect, so that was a really good insect kick back by Lee Sin, but he gets destroyed by Lucian, who's just 7-2 with an infinity
Lucian
edge
gets a triple
and a
kill.
static. Yeah, that is just, it's just going wrong for the blue team right now. They shouldn't be feeding the one guy who's already fed. And Lucian's just reached his pass spike. That's the best items you can get. And 18 minutes is like, it's a free win right there, unless they tend to take it late.
Lee Sin
We can
right
if
now
you just
is
hit
very
X,
bad.
you can hit X and see the net worth. Lucian's sitting
Yeah.
at 9k. That's 3,000 more than anyone else on his team and 4,000 more than anyone else on the other team.
Yeah, pretty much.
That just shows how much he's being like fed, and you can see how hard he's hurting right now.
Top is pretty much going even, but Irelia still has the lead though.
Irelia has the team fight potential. She can tank, she can do damage. But Quinn is just that single target burst, right? Like you're gonna go in and delete one person. As soon as your ult comes off, you just go back into range form and you're not gonna be able to do anything. It's just a lane
Yep.
bully, so I feel like Quinn should have stayed top and just pressured top. Like she took the tower down first. She should have stayed and just split all day and probably carried a TP because the ignite isn't helping her out at all.
The Triforce power spike on Irelia, all of it coming into play right now. Lucian gets another BF sword. All 5 members of the blue team right now at mid. Top tower goes down to Irelia. Ari with the charm hanging on to Azir. A beautiful lantern. Ari goes
And earlier,
down, but Quinn
TP's
gets
in at the
the.
right time, gonna pick up 2 kills. Or 1
Quinn
kill,
goes and
gonna
gets
pick
the
up 1
Azir,
kill.
but goes down in the trade-off. Meanwhile, Lucian working his way down to the bottom tower.
The red team's just picking objectives after objectives, and blue team has no response to it. I mean, that was a really good initiate by the Ari, but her teammates just don't have the damage to follow up. And Ari got perfect. I mean, Azir got perfectly lanterned away by Dash.
But got finished up by the Quinn, but yeah, died in the process though. The whole of blue team's bottom side jungle being clear right now. Just look at the wards. There's like 1, 2, 3 wards in the bushes right now. Irelia goes down towards Listen, and Listen will go down without any sort of fight.
Just a Triforce and a Warden's Mail. Like, literally, that's all the other has. Just going ham. That true damage right there. Hurting Lee Sin goes down in 4-5 hits, I think.
Just
Nice
nade.
find.
Oh, that is a beautiful. Yeah, I think they don't have the damage to follow through.
They just don't have the damage, like I said, because even though they land stuff, they just couldn't do anything. And I guess it's lack of coordination as well, because we saw how Danny just drops the face of the mountain on Lucian, and they all just protected him immediately, whereas blue team took about 2 seconds to just follow up.
And react to
Gonna
that.
pick up the 3rd dragon right now. That is gonna hurt. Gonna get the free move speed on the 3rd. I think this game is pretty much over because there's a 12k lead, almost a 13k gold lead, and the items speak for themselves. On the Ari, she just has a Seeker's Arm Guard and a Deathfire, whereas Azir is like sitting on a death cap in her teens. On the
And,
ADs, he's just broken right now. He has an IEBT and a static completed, and Corki just with the Sorcerer's Boots and Triforce. Vampire Acceptor, so game is pretty much done for unless they have like a crazy comeback or something, because right now I feel like the red can just power through and end the game and blue can't do anything about it.
I don't know what red team is waiting around for. I think they can just go mid and just like end their misery right now.
Goes
a
into
nice
Righteous
jump, but
Glory. Will he catch someone off? Ari will go down.
go down.
That
There's a
is
lot of
just-
ults blown up for that, but
It still
I don't think they
works,
care at
'cause,
this
they
moment.
finally came together as a team. They can probably end mid now.
Irelia might split, but chooses to stay. Oh,
This
the
has just
Irelia
been
is
a-
frozen out right now.
Yeah, it's just been a perfect game for the blue. I mean, for the red team, because picked up every dragon, picked up all the outer turrets. They have all their items. I mean, they have no excuse to end, but they seem to keep going back to the Baron. And will they throw? Is the big question.
Oh, there's a surrender coming in, and it's
And blue team
GG.
with a surrender. There we go, guys. TTFU surrendering at 24 minutes. Exodus wins. Easy game. They just seem to have control over everything, and blue team just couldn't answer back.